wrangle up the group, guys. Trying to wrangle up the group. Hold on.
Where them socks is gonna say.
You
can't put your clothes in that shit, bro.
We cooking that.
Oh my God.
They ain't gotta run water.
Oh my. Hey, bro.
They're so
good. Oh my God.
Here, bro.
Oh.
I gotta get them solved.
I'll pay you $100 to go to a pedicure with them right now.
They probably gonna kick him out.
As soon as you walk in, they're gonna say,
See, they love Loki. They love people like me.
screw it.
All right, guys. So this is the deal. So Adrian's while he's soaking his feet, we're gonna have a serious conversation over here. This is what's up. Welcome back to the channel. This is the last tournament of the season, friends. It's crazy.
Yes,
Stage number 7.
This is it.
Well,
Flew by.
We have a few more. We have a team series event.
Which is a little unfair.
Coming.
We need a handicap mark.
I know it.
Nah. So Mark,
the brakes off
so you guys said the team series this fall. There's one happening in August. We will actually be fishing in the same boat. DC and
I've got a good teammate. He's caught a couple bass in his life.
I would say,
I'll be the best co-angler ever.
or net man, but we can't use nets.
No next.
No.
I've been known to catch a couple in the back of the boat.
You'd be good. You remember that first time we fished together? You
Hey,
dragged
you
up
gonna
an
let me run
A9 or
front?
whatever?
Yeah, I caught an
Really?
A.
Bro,
couple
Nah, you were in
bass.
front.
Remember on
That's
cat?
pretty
You
good.
were in the front.
You found the bass though. I just
Yeah,
caught
but
it.
it's like I catch
It was-
20
it
hop
was
up there.
pretty good.
Nah,
That's a
dude,
good
we
thing,
don't-
man.
we
You
don't
find
work
them, I catch them.
So anyway, so we have a team series coming up in August. It will be live. We are going to be in the same boat, so that is a little bit different. We'll be in the same boats rather than on the headsets and having three man teams. So that's going to be a little bit different from the years past. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be relatable. It's like a team tournament, which we all have been in. Weeknighter. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is what it is, but short of jumping into a little bit of what we got going on here on the SLR, St. Lawrence River, Thousand Islands. I mean, this place is, I had to say the Thousand
Islands. That's a good name for it.
Hey, you got one today.
I found the island.
You find an
I
island?
found an island. Nobody knew about this island, but I found it.
Hey,
There was a pin buoy on it.
1,001 islands.
Hey, I did the same thing.
I already know.
So Samar got a little mishap.
They ain't more.
We had a little mishap, but hey,
But it's all good.
we still floating.
Everything is
Yeah,
solid.
barely.
So
That
this
village be
week,
kicking on. Hey, village.
Is it Bill?
How do you say bilge?
It's
I
gotta
say
be.
Bill. No, you didn't say village?
I say bilge.
You say bilge.
Yeah, my bilge pump. Bilge.
Bilge.
Man,
Bilge.
I say both. I don't know. Bilge.
You say bilge.
Bill.
Bro.
Well, I say village.
You say village.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
So,
Roll.
jumping back into the actual reason for this video, we're going to discuss a lot of what's going to go down and what's happening this week. There's a lot of things coming ahead. Of course, Angler of the Year, DC's just in third place, AJ Junior's in second. I'm leading right now. There's a Red Quest qualification, and then there's requalification for this tour. That is a huge. There's 20 anglers that will be kicked out of this tour. 20 anglers that will be dropped down after this season. So
After this tournament.
after this tournament's over.
This is our last
This is our
VPT
last
event.
VPT event. So we really want to dive a little bit into that. But before, on the lighter note, let's jump into a little bit of the cut weight, top 10 weight. You guys know we have Group A, Group B. Top 10 advance on to the knockout round. So I want to hear you guys' guess on top 10th place in Group A, Group B. What's it going to be this week? You know, St. Lawrence River is known for big smallmouth and largemouth as well. It's 2 pound minimum this week. So what? All right, Mark, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot, bro.
Give me the over under. All right, I'm
Top 10?
Hey, $100. Listen, it's $100.
Are we actually paying this time?
No.
Okay.
Bro, we're
Yes.
not paying.
I think Collins owes like how much money? 300.
We actually owe.
You
$200.
calling millions.
Perudo. Well, how much do I owe you? Hold up, I got my
some
wallet.
money, bro.
I got my wallet.
You always seem to forget your wallet.
No,
we
I have
gotta
a
pay.
wallet.
We don't never have to pay each other, but like everybody else, we got.
Oh no, I got
like,
a lot of
I-
money in that left right center game.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
Well,
That was garbage.
you did.
It's because we were playing with the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, that's why I ain't pulling my wallet out. But I owe your homeboy some money too.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah, he told me about that
All
too.
right. Damn, did he bring it up?
So for real this time.
All right, all seriousness.
$20. Not do as much.
I'm gonna say
But for real,
10th
hold
place.
Hold up, no. So you got to make the cut line. So you're setting it up over under. Remember, so you got to set the weight. You got to pick over under.
Okay, for 10th place.
Yeah.
Top 10. 2 days. Competition.
Group A, Group B.
Group A, Group B.
What's the guess? We're gonna go over under. This is unbelievable.
80,
Fuck, you're starting to hurt.
87 pound.
Over. Over.
All right. 87 pound.
87.
I'll
Can I
take
make
over.
a triple? Can I make a triple bet?
Yeah, go for it.
$60.
I bet $60 is over. Please, Shake.
Don't do
No.
that. 87 pounds.
That's just the number I'm
I'm
throwing out.
gonna say over too.
I'm gonna say over.
But now let's jump in. DC, what do you
So-
think it's gonna take?
So for real, so we all took the over
I know
on
the
that. But DC, obviously, I want to hear your opinion on that. Like cut weight, what you thinking?
Top 10.
Yeah.
And well, it depends on Group A
He's
and
not gonna
Group
do
B.
his math. Alright, so
Oh, that's
first
really-
term, everybody has 20 pounds.
So the number I threw out was for both groups.
Both groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like, across the
Yeah, I
board.
mean, it will vary a little bit, but I'm going to give you a great number. I'm going to say 104 pounds.
For group A.
104 pounds
Is your guess? Your guess?
for top 10. Because you have to think about it. The guys that are really going to catch them, that know what's up, they're going to catch 20 bass a day.
Yeah.
Okay? You catch 20 bass on this place, you're going to have a 20-pound bag.
Yeah.
5 fish limit.
I knew it. I knew it.
Knew it.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah,
You always
5
relate
fish.
to the 5
100%.
fish.
You do.
You have a 25 fish, 20-pound
Yeah.
bag.
Mhm.
Well, that means 15 more fish. Okay? Well, 15, you're going to have 50 pounds. So
yeah.
15 more fish. You're going to add in a few more fish. So I'm going to say 104 to 106 pounds-ish, conservatively, for top 10.
That's your guess.
Yeah, I'm going to say average. You're going to have to average 55 pounds or so a day.
So 110 pounds.
I'm going to say 106. Final,
Okay, so
final
50,
answer.
53,
106.
53 pounds.
Yep.
Okay, 53 pounds a day. So that's his guess overall. I think the river, we haven't been here, well, we hadn't fished a major tournament here since we fished that one back in June.
That you want.
That you
Yeah.
won, yeah.
And then a completely different time of year, but really the one tournament that we fished collectively was back in like, was it like
18.
July of 18? August of 18.
August 18th.
And that was when it
It
was
might even been
unbelievable.
September. Was that September?
No, it was August.
No, it was. It was.
The weights were
It
insane.
was
You
in August.
remember that?
It's got
Yeah, it was
gradually
really
tough.
It was definitely better then than it
Yes.
is now.
Yes.
Like, I think I had 19 a day and got 60th.
Yes.
Like, right now, the Toyota Series, like, I looked at the weights last year, I think it was like 18 a day to get paid, top 40.
Mhm.
So, it's just gotten a little bit tougher to generate the bigger bites. The numbers are still here. The big ones are just really smart. And there's also a big difference to this, too. To generate the biggest bites, a lot of times, you have to fish for the big ones, and you're only getting 8 to 12 bites a day.
That's the nature of it.
So, like, I don't know how many, like, so it's going to be interesting. But long story short, fishing is good. I'm glad I have a day off in Group B this week. DC, you're going to have to set it off. And I think you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 106 pounds. I ain't
106
saying I'm
pounds.
gonna have that at all, but I'm gonna rate my practice. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna say a 5 out of 10. I wasn't very
Average.
It was an average practice. I can tell you this. I don't have an area that I'm just excited to run to tomorrow. Like I'm gonna have to just fish around. Bop, 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 bop. Catch 2, catch 2, catch 1,
Yeah.
catch 2, catch 2, catch 3, catch. Like I'm gonna have to actually fish. Like I don't have a juice hole. So 5 out of 10 for me. I don't know. To be honest, it was probably one of my tougher practices. It really was. Believe it or not.
Every time I call us, or like midday update, hey, DC, what's it looking like? I call like 72 bass.
No.
No.
Real way.
You get back, you be like, man, I only call like 10 bass all day.
Well, it's tough. It's tough because this format is totally different. This is not a 5 fish limit.
It is.
So
It's
you
tough.
have to fish the format, and I'm like, I'll catch one. It's like a 2-4, and then I'll catch like a 2-1, and I'm like, is this a good place? Should I even come back here?
Yeah. It is tough.
That's
enough.
5 pounds.
Yeah.
There's
You
actually
probably
not.
need to go back there.
There's actually not
Yeah.
a lot of tournaments that we fish that I can honestly say that I've changed my style of fishing to the format. But this is one of the places that you truly have to change.
Because it's just, there's so many bites.
Yes.
This
So,
reminds me of A-Mark at Table Rock. Remember when he was just generating bites?
Yeah.
He was just zipping them on a drop shot.
Yeah.
Drop, 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 drop. And then you had an interesting dynamic. You had Randall Tharp flipping laydowns, and he was competing, but he wasn't generating a lot of bites. He was catching big ones.
You're gonna have a little bit of both
You are.
this week.
It'll be
You're gonna have a little bit of both this week. So overall, so you get ready to your practice at 5. Mark, what you gonna
5.
rate your practice? Let's go 1 to 10.
Yeah, about a 5.2. Yeah, maybe a 6. I mean, you know, there's a lot of fish here in St. Lawrence River. Generated a lot of bites.
Last time you were here in 2018, you made a top 10, right?
I did, yeah. When we were on
Had a good tournament.
But see, again, the whole dynamic of every fish counts with a 2 pound minimum versus targeting specifically looking for 3.5, 3 3/4 and better average fish. It's night and day difference of strategy.
Yeah.
And so like going out with a 2 pound minimum in mind now, man, I caught in 3 days of practice, I probably caught over 100 non-scorables.
Yeah.
Like no lie.
For sure.
Like those 1.6s, 1.8s, 1.9s, 1.10s. There's so many of those.
186.
I caught one that big
Oh,
today.
No, I caught
Few of
one that big. I reeled him up. Literally, Nate thought it was a goby. He said, "Is it a goby?" I'm like, "No, it's a thing small."
Damn, that's
Tell you
a
that.
baby.
Sucker.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like, I don't know, man.
You did a 6. You didn't give him 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna give him. I mean, it's been fun. I've been getting a lot of bites,
You've been having fun.
which is good. It's important to have fun. But man, at the end of the day, it's stressful because you get that bite. Is he a scoreable or is he a baby boy?
Yeah.
And I'm just tired of seeing the baby boy.
So what if you catch a 5 pounder and that's the only bass in the whole area? Do you even go back there in this format?
But you don't know that.
That's what's tough.
You don't know if he was on.
There's places
I
that.
caught a 5 pounder in practice. I went back to an area today. Went and checked it.
See, now you
I caught
wrote him off.
I caught a 5 pounder there, and I was like, okay. And I just rolled out. I was like, well, I can hit this. I went back there, never had a bite, never seen a bass, never had one swim under the boat. I was like, I'm not going back.
See, but see, you might need to go back.
Well,
If I would have
it's timing. But that's what's tough about a 5 fish deal. Because you might go back in a 5 fish deal because you know there's like 5 pounders that live around.
Right.
But like in this deal, you need to generate bites, and you can't have. The crazy thing about this week, you cannot have a lull. You have to be consistent. It's not like I'm sure there's gonna be some anglers that really catch a lot of fish and are consistent, and they have a couple hammer holes. But this week will be all about not having a lull for a long period of time.
Yes.
Like you can it'll be 1 2 1 2 1 2. So anyway, so that being said, overall, Adrian, I want to hear your rating, and then we're gonna jump into a little bit more of what's going down.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't give no value to this rate your practice crap because I hear a lot of
his tournament a
threes,
4
a lot of
fours.
fours.
I gave it a 6.
You gave it a 6. Hey, that's like the big rating of the year.
I know, right? But that's I keep it a break,
I
bro.
know.
I keep it all, and like I said, I caught a lot of fish, so I give it a 6.
But in school that's still an F.
Hey,
a
Toledo,
6
I rated
it's a
mine
D.
a 9.
A
You
6
did,
is
you
a
did.
6.
You remember your
Mine was a 9.
Mine was a
Crazy, bro.
Bro, hold on. Hey, y'all comment below. We always had these debates. Now, what is it, Adrian?
If you got a 60 on a test, is that an F or a D?
That's a D.
That's a D, bro.
A 70 is a C.
What?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
a 60 is a D?
A D.
It's a D.
Oh no, that's not how it was where
A
I'm at.
90 is an A.
That's
A
not
90 is an A. It's the range.
Now,
90
in
to
college,
100.
a D is failing. You have to have C.
Well, you have to pass. Yeah, you have to pass in order to get grade.
Please get the green.
I got C's.
I'm gonna rate my practice a 3.
Oh man,
That's it's so good.
All right,
I'm gonna give it.
all right,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give it a 5. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 5. I just feel like
I think these are ready.
I had some. Do not start this, bro.
Bruh, hold on. You didn't hear what he said, bro. You didn't hear what he
I think
said.
these are ready. Like they didn't cook it. Let him cook.
Did you hear that?
Oh my god!
Hey, my boy said, I think these are ready.
Like a can of biscuits.
Get off me, bro.
Oh my god! Come on, man!
There was a lot of stuff living under that.
Oh my god!
Show the camera that nail. I'm begging. I'm not touching it.
Just done with it.
Dude, just take your whole foot off.
Never have to
It's
worry.
disrespectful.
Under that.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Oh my god!
Look at me.
I seen it.
I'm done.
All right, move your pot out
Hey,
here.
listen.
We better.
You're 100% back.
I'm a new man, man.
God,
Did you at least wash your hands before you dig into
No, I
the
didn't.
pistachios?
No, he didn't.
See, you
I
it's a
ain't never-
You guys
disgusting.
are like germaphobes, man.
You just dug
It's over.
toenail
Man, it's all
jam.
good. Let's
Who
go, bro.
cares, man?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. He just literally. Okay, so jump back into the video, guys. We have I don't even know where to go with this, but I ain't gonna lie. This is the deal. So, gonna give you guys a little bit of the Red Crest update as well. Red Crest right now, I think we are. I can't even do this. So now that Adrian dropped all his toenails off in the yard, we got to get back to this video, talk a little bit about what we were talking about here, jumping into 20 anglers that are going to be dropped out of the BPT this season. Now, a lot of people don't know or don't know how that's going to work. This is how it basically breaks down. 5 anglers will move up from the Tackle Warehouse Invitationals. Those anglers: Jaden Parrish, Alec Morrison, Jake Lawrence, Colby Miller, and then
Jaden.
Hugh or
Marshall Hughes.
Marshall Hughes.
Marshall Hughes. So congratulations to those anglers moving up. The 20 anglers will be moving down. We will go and be a 65-man field next year, which every angler will be fishing on the same day. So no more Group A, Group B.
Thank
God.
goodness.
Yeah,
5 years of confusion.
So
No
that
more.
is going to be something that really does help the overall format. We're going to have 4 days of cumulative days on the water. It's going to still break down as like 2 days on the water, or 2 days like your qualifying rounds, a knockout round, and then of course your championship as well, with zeroing in between. But I'm looking forward to all of us fishing the same day.
Yeah.
That's going to make
That's
it a
gonna
little
be
bit.
good.
It's going to make it a little more sense.
Shorter weeks too.
Shorter
That's a
weeks.
big deal.
Yeah.
And you know sort of sort of like zones that are pressured. When you aren't on the water every day, you lose track of the fish. A lot of things change over the period of
I
time.
like the variables being the same.
Yeah, for sure.
I do too.
Yeah.
Look,
Everybody.
so I'm Group B this week, right? You Group A, DC.
Yeah.
I'm literally rolling up to my starting hole, not knowing if somebody just got done taking it to Pound Town.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I'm fishing it with all the confidence.
All right. Anyway, jumping back into. I don't even listen. This whole video, I'll literally lost.
He don't even know.
I don't even know what to do.
This is the best video.
It was a really serious video when we started.
It is still serious.
It's still serious, but it's literally like throwing me. I'm like, what in the heck's going on? It's I mean, listen, it's okay. So that's the breakdown right there. Jumping back into the actual 20 anglers that are going to be fishing the last event this week. That's a little more serious. We're getting
Yeah, no,
serious.
that's real serious.
Yeah,
That's real serious. And so there's the way this is breaking down. You have 46 anglers that are going to qualify off of career AOY through in the BPT. So, like for instance, right now, like Jared Littner is the last angler in on the career AOY. Skeet Reese is in, and then there's the next 15 anglers. They're going to qualify in on their season, basically. So from their season finish. Basically, you have like 30 anglers that'll be competing with 35 anglers that are competing for 15 spots, is what it is. So, real quick, real simple. Here's the breakdown right now. 55th in points, which is Matt Steffen, is the first angler inside, the last angler inside the cut. First angler outside, Shin Fukai. Here's the list of guys who are currently outside the cut needing a good event. Shin Fukai, Keith Carson, Jonathan Van Dam, Gary Klein, Brandon Coulter, Gray Buck, Cliff Crochet, John Murray, Matt Lee, Fred Urbanis, Jason Vance, Ryan Salzman, Scott Suggs, Kelly Jordan, Jacopo Galele, Colby Schrumpf, and then Boyd Duckett and Joshua Weaver. So those are the anglers that are outside the cut currently, and that is sort of like, I mean, it's gonna be a battle for sure. This next year, and it's crazy, but I mean, going 65 next year, it'll be interesting. But I feel like that this is gonna be it's gonna be a big week.
Big week.
for a lot of guys.
And the scary part is this is a soft way of getting to 50.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Like next year, you'll drop another 20.
That's
Will.
crazy.
Wow.
So next year, you drop another 20.
Yep.
So you drop 20 anglers this year, and 20 anglers next year. So that's a lot. It's a lot of anglers that
Yeah, I want to shout out to Skeet Reese. He's actually throwing a party that we all know about it. But so John Murray was a travel buddy for him, kind of like like us right here. We've been doing this together now. Well, he's got a travel buddy for 28 years, John Murray.
John Murray.
And right now he's on the outside. So kind of like a farewell thing. He's throwing in the party. Invited all the anglers together.
sad,
Because there's
man.
going to be a lot of household names that are going to get cut this week.
That's what's
Yeah.
tough, bro. It's
It
like,
is.
especially for our generation, our age. You know, I'm a little older than you boys, but still, we grew up on these guys. And then me being a West Coast guy, of course, John Murray, bro, is legendary, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
There's a
Super
lot of
nice
great
guy.
angles,
oh,
I mean.
great dude too, man. And to see him, I don't know how else to say it, not requalifying. It's like certain names you just are not used to not seeing.
Now,
John Murray, one of them names.
Skeet, I got a lot of respect for Skeet.
Oh, for sure.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Skeet's
big
good.
time.
He's a good guy.
Well, I think that and this was like a little bit of a. This is the biggest changing of the guard in this sport that I've personally seen. Like we're now considered veterans of the
Yeah.
sport, where we felt like we were the young guns, and right now we've gotten jumped in this role as veterans of the sport, and the old guard that we grew up that we called the veterans, and that they're really, carried it along the way. Those guys are on their way out. A
Yeah.
lot of them. Look at Kevin retired. Look at, Skeet had a great year, finished his way back in. I mean, there's several anglers that, who, but there's only a handful of years left. A lot of these guys might fish 5 more years or so. Now we're in the thick of it, and it is a different kind of stance. Like when you start as a rookie, we feel like we're 34. I'm 33 right now, 34, and like we're all like right there, and like veterans. Like those guys are on their way out now. We had the whole, now we're the guys,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
and it does change a little bit. But I think that overall, I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. I think that, it's gonna be tough to see some of those great anglers fish, drop out. But at the same point in time, you have to give room for
Yeah.
other anglers to move up.
New competitive.
Up and comers, man.
New up and coming guys.
That's a huge deal. If you didn't have that opportunity, if anglers didn't drop out, we would never have that opportunity in every sport.
So I'll tell you this real quick. High school fishing. It started in 2009, 2010 around my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember when I was in high school. I graduated high school in 08. Y'all don't be doing no calculator or nothing. I'm 34. So anyway, they didn't have high school fishing then. Like, low key, it wasn't cool to fish in high school. When everybody was like joking, like, oh, he's the Bill Dance. At graduation, there was like, he's the next Bill Dance, and they were like joking around because that's all I cared about. Nobody cared about fishing. I graduated with like 300 people. Nobody hardly even fished. Now it's cool to fish.
Yeah.
So now we have an upcoming group of anglers that are high school guys and college guys that it's like heck of a competition coming up,
Yeah.
and they're coming to take our jobs now.
100%.
Yeah.
The learning curve. I mean, you hear that all the time beforehand, like a learning curve. Like when I was growing up, so much quicker. This day and age, it is insane with YouTube and everything else that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know exactly if there's a sneaky bait out, you know exactly what I'm throwing or what whoever's throwing on live that day.
Yeah.
That a lot of time for years.
There ain't no secrets.
You would be able to hold stuff back. I mean, Van Dam had a dang hair jig, preacher jig for 10 years where he would go to the Tennessee River Schools. He would always throw his crankbait out there and he'd catch a few, whatever. But then he would, they would cut it out. You turn the back of the camera, pop it out, and it wasn't live. It was an edited show. Now with live and everything else, and then obviously everything on YouTube now, it's made it to where the caliber of angler, I would be honest with you, I feel like it's the point now where, I mean, it's as good as it ever has been.
Yeah, we used to talk about it, whenever, just BSing around. We didn't think that you really hit your true potential as an angler until your 30s.
Yeah.
And we always thought that because you needed all this knowledge, you needed this experience throughout the different places in the country. But now I don't think that's true.
No.
I mean, I think straight up, like, these high school kids and these college kids, especially with forward-facing sonar, we don't need to get on that right now, but, dude, these guys are flat catching them.
They come out the gate.
I mean, like, you look at the rookie class that qualified for the elites last year, and you look at even the rookie class, or not the rookie class, but the qualifying class of guys that you mentioned, the 5 guys that are coming over here with us next year. I mean, you're talking about young anglers.
You do, like those guys are performing.
Yeah.
They're performing, they're going out there and catching them.
They're gonna be a threat next year.
big
Oh,
time.
Like straight up, Allen,
Yeah,
he about to take some money.
Oh, Allen,
they
sure.
come. They
Jake
do.
Lawrence, he's at the hammer.
They a bunch, all of them.
Every one of them.
They're coming straight out of college now, like damn near a veteran skill
Very
for sure.
seasoned.
Very for sure skill set and knowledge low key
For
too.
sure. I remember the first school of bass that I graphed over when I was like 20 years old. They know what a dang school looks like on downscan side imaging by the time they're 12.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what's crazy though, J-Dub? So we sit here talking about that. We contributed to a lot of that.
Oh,
we
100%.
Because of the way that the game has changed for us on the business side.
Yeah.
Right? Doing
Yeah.
the YouTube and making these videos and being relevant and separating yourself from other guys and da da da. That's what them kids is sitting down,
Hey,
pausing and stopping and zooming and
quick story. Shout out to all my Coosa River folks out
Straight
there.
up.
I gotta throw a few people on the bus. Every time we used to go fish a tournament.
throw them under Adrian's toes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right. Every time we used to go fish a tournament on Coosa River, like, you know, preferably like Lake Mitchell or Lake Jordan, there was like quite a few guys that just started showing up out of nowhere on places, and like I'd roll back into town, I'd be like, dang, he's sitting over on some good stuff. Dang, what's he throwing? Oh, he's throwing swim bait. He's throwing that. Oh, he's throwing a scrounger. And then like it finally occurred to me one day, I was like, I gave it all up. I had to. I had to sell it all out. I had to give up every good fishing location that I could to even be in this position right now.
Yeah.
Because I had to make money at the house. I mean, like I would go fish a 30 boat tournament and fish every good place I had.
Yeah.
And people would see me there, and then before you knew it, it turned into community holes. So like now places are community holes that used to be phenomenal places.
And pressure changes a lot of that too. Like, if you don't fish places, there's places on Chickamauga I've not fished in 5 years.
I know.
But
You just got them in your back pocket because you don't want nobody seeing you.
Yeah, but the thing is like you also have to factor in like there's so many anglers that are actually they're so much better at finding stuff
Yeah.
than they ever have, because it's like used to be a community hole was actually fairly sneaky. Now community hole, everybody knows what they get on.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like not out of 100 bass boats that go out there, 80 of them know what they get on these 10 places, these community holes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or 90 of them.
Yeah.
Where beforehand it was probably 30 or 40 of those guys, and then the rest of the guys fish the bank.
It's done got to where you
It's
throw
cheap.
a pink worm, they wouldn't even bite it.
No, they ain't playing that.
bite
They ain't buying a
nothing.
pink
Hey, I
worm.
had a co-angler. I had a co-angler from a long time ago. A boy. He he told me. He said the morning dawn worm. He's like, morning dawn pink worm. He said he said, you know why they bite it? I said no. He said we brought it out from out west, and they got used to seeing it, and then they started biting it after they got used to seeing it. So he told me.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I
it was.
said, ain't no way. That's what
They
he
got
told me.
used to seeing
They
it.
got used to seeing it, so then they started biting it.
Yeah,
Well, they knew
They
it
knew
was
what
real.
it was. It had to be real.
They
So,
know, oh yeah,
so,
that's morning dawn.
so we can go on and on about this, guys, but shout out. Appreciate you guys following along. Good luck to my boys this week. Good luck to all the anglers out there. I know there's a lot of anglers. There's a lot on the line this week. And
Hey, let's talk about AOY real quick. You touched on that.
I did.
Is this going to be 3?
If I would win this week, it'd be three angler of the year. So
That's
yeah, it would be.
You're starting to get on the
I feel like
short
your
list.
odds are very good.
I mean,
How many guys have won 3?
I don't know.
I mean, less than 10 probably.
Kevin's got 7.
I don't know.
Doesn't Dolly
Hey.
have 3?
I think
Yeah,
Roland
four.
Martin got the most all
Oh,
time.
Roland's at like 10.
No, he got 9.
11. Oh, 9?
Roland
See,
was
Mark,
9.
come on, Mark.
Yeah.
That's the all-time record. 9
Yeah.
angler years. That's dummy.
God.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's dummy.
Yeah, you working on number 3.
Hey, but you on
getting
your
number
way,
3.
big dog.
You on your way.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, we're going to see. We got some work, man. Listen, there's a lot of things that have to happen right. I mean,
Sure.
DC's only 35
I'm
points
35
back.
points back.
Hey, AJ's
I need
19
his Mercury to blow up.
Hey, look, hey, Cindy McDonald, I got a spot where you. Let me send you that.
It ain't gonna
come running
blow up.
through
That
here,
thing's
bro.
solid.
Oh, yeah, it ain't.
But I don't know. I'm pulling.
It'll be fun.
I'm pulling for the house this week.
I am too.
Jacob, I hope you win that deal. And
If I don't, I hope you do.
I've
Hey,
kind of
for sure.
counted that out. I'm looking at maybe winning, but
What was your
I don't know
hiccup
about
this
that
year?
either. Finished. You fall. I finished 13th in my group.
26.
That's the
Yeah,
worst
shit.
finish you
That's
had.
crazy,
That's
dude.
insane.
That just goes to show how I mean, the years that
26.
him and Al and even yourself.
Yeah, y'all
God,
y'all
incredible.
smashed.
26 was your worst finish.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 26. And then I finished 22nd at James, and that was it.
Gosh, I haven't been outside the top 30. Man, DC, hell of a year, bro.
Yeah, it's been good.
Hell of a year. Mark,
It's been
you
good.
got a
Hey,
real
your boy,
smash
your
in this
boy
week,
on the
my friend?
outside looking
He's
in.
in the
Right?
outside
You all
looking
right,
in for
though?
Redcrest?
Yeah, I'm outside looking in, man. I'm in 45th right now, but like
How many points?
not many. I
I
want to
think
say.
you only have,
like-
look here. Look at this.
So you
Jay,
need a top 20? Beep boop beep boop beep beep boop.
You think a top 30?
I don't know. I think a top 30 maybe. I don't
So
know,
you have
but
double qualifiers and stuff.
I need
You're
to
double
get there.
qualifiers.
Hey,
So
dog, you gotta fish. You gotta make top 10.
Mark,
Just put that
Mark's,
in your
that's
mix.
a-
Mark's,
straight up.
Mark's 10
Yeah.
points out.
Oh, hey, no.
He's
10
top
points
10.
out of the cut.
Hey, last year you were way more than 10 points out.
Big dog last year was a disaster too.
It's crazy.
But
Did
this
you
year,
make a top 10 last year?
the last
Final.
2 events,
That's what's up.
that's
Yeah.
what got me in. So we just
You've
gonna,
always done good at small
we
mouth
we
stuff.
gonna end it off
He
with
flipped the
the
margin
top
last
10,
time.
mess around and win this thing.
Yeah.
We call it Gucci.
Well, all
That's
right.
what's
For sure.
Well, good luck to the whole house. Good luck to all the anglers out there. We're looking forward to getting out on the St. Lawrence River and seeing what goes down. We will see you guys here soon. Later.
Cheers.